Oh my God, Megan, are you serious? You're having your wedding at the Centennial Hotel? That place where all the celebrities stay? There's no way, I don't believe it. Hello to you too, Katrina. Looks like Mom went and spilled the beans to you, huh? Yeah, she told me, but I don't believe it for 1 second. And why is that, dare I ask? Well, I mean, think about it. There's no way someone with a lame office job like you could afford a wedding there. It costs like $50,000 just to get in the door. What? My husband and I are both contributing to the cost of the wedding. Honestly, compared to what my husband is spending, it hardly seems fair to say I'm contributing at all. Your husband? Oh. Yeah, right, sure. I bet he's paying for 1 napkin. What's your deal, Katrina? Seriously. We talked it over and we're each contributing an amount proportional to what we make at our jobs. It really is that simple. And you picked the Centennial Hotel for the venue? Not only that, but you're booking the biggest room in the entire building. They had some global business summit in that room last year. My husband wants to be able to invite as many of his associates as possible, and given the numbers involved, that was the only room that was feasible for us. Oh yeah, cool story, Megan, but I'm not buying it for 1 second. I'm not selling anything, though. What makes you think I'm lying? Do you have to ask me? For crying out loud, Megan, you know exactly why I know you're lying. I can see right through your little game. You and I both know that you're jealous that my husband makes enough money to rent a high-rise apartment downtown. You're only planning this insane wedding because you're going to try and make me pay for it. Wait, what? I don't need a single penny from you. My husband and I can pay the full cost of the wedding we planned with no problem whatsoever. Do you really think I believe that? It is really, really bizarre that you think we're so hard up for money, but rest assured, we're not. We're doing just fine for ourselves, Katrina. Okay, you're really committed to this story, but let me make one thing clear. My husband is sitting next to me, and he wants me to tell you something. We will never, ever loan you any money for the wedding or anything else, so don't bother asking. Get it? So save yourselves and us a lot of shame, and just give up already. You are something else, Megan. Yeah, I know. Like, that's exactly why I'm making this so clear to you. I'm not like you. I'm not some poor loser who has to beg for their sister's rich husband for money to pay for their own wedding. I don't really care if you believe me or not. We're not going to ask you for anything, so just leave me and my husband alone. Goodbye. You know, I really have to hand it to you, Megan. You are really committed to this. You were actually willing to go up to your eyeballs in debt just to impress me with an extravagant wedding well beyond your means. Who said anything about debt? I mean, look at this place. It's gorgeous. Poor losers like you and your husband couldn't even afford to rent this place for 1 second. You definitely took out a loan for this. This conversation again, I thought I made it very clear the last time we talked about this. We are not poor. We did not take out a loan for this wedding. We paid in cash. We have enough money at our disposal to pay for this wedding without having any long-term impact on our finances. Nah, you're lying. Everything I know about you says you could never afford a wedding like this. So, what, did you put up as collateral for the loan? Your kidneys? Once again, we did not take out a loan. And just for the record, if you even think about saying anything stupid about us being poor or taking on debt for this wedding, sister or not, I'm gonna have words with you. Oh, don't worry about me, sister dearest. I won't do any such thing. Good. I'll be keeping my eyes on you, though. I won't have the opportunity to talk to any of your guests because I'm not going. What? You're just gonna divorce him in 2 months anyway, once you get tired of being married to a deadbeat loser like him. So me coming to your wedding would just be a massive waste of my time. My God in heaven, Katrina, we're not poor. You know what? I don't have time to deal with you right now. I suppose this means that I can mark both you and your husband as not attending, right? Yep. My husband doesn't want to waste his time either. Just last night he said, what's the point of even going further in debt to hide the fact that you're broke? It's so humiliating being related to someone like you. Uh-huh. So yeah, I'll mark you both as not attending then. I'll have to call the caterer to cancel your meals. Uh-oh, 2 meals? Oh, that must be like 2 months' salary for you two. Well, while you two are enjoying the last decent food you'll ever eat, My husband and I are going to invite a bunch of his friends over to our high-rise apartment and have a real party. To think that you're too poor to experience high society like this, I almost feel bad for you. Oh, and one more thing. We'll be sending a formal written notification in the near future, but my husband has a message for you. Your husband? What does he want with me? Is he gonna send me a sternly worded letter begging me to stop making fun of him for being a complete loser? You're living in room 905, right? You're 3 months behind on rent? Huh? As per the rental agreement, if a leasee becomes 4 months or more behind on rent, the lessor has the right to unilaterally terminate the lease, which is exactly what we're planning to do. So I recommend you pay your rent as quickly as possible. Wait, what? Hey, Megan, are you there? Your husband's name, it's Terrence, right? When I looked on the lease agreement just now, it says that the owner of our building's name is Terrence. They even have the same last name. Is your husband the owner of our apartment building? Or is it just some crazy coincidence and the guy just has the same first and last name? I thought your husband worked odd jobs. There's no way he has enough money to own an entire apartment building, right? Megan, I know you're there. Answer me. You know, somehow I knew that you'd end up storming into our reception dinner. What do you expect me to do? We're about to get kicked out of our sweet apartment. Just calm down, would you? It's not like we're gonna boot you out the door today or anything. You are terrible, Megan. Really, just the worst. You waited until the last second to drop that bomb on me just to make me come to your stupid wedding? You should be grateful that I went to the trouble of getting a rental dress for you so you didn't have to wear your pajamas for the whole dinner. This is the worst. Now everyone thinks that I'm some poor loser like you are, or, well, that I thought you were. I've never been so humiliated in my life. Katrina, I think you probably didn't notice, but the CEO of the company you work for is here with his wife. What? He was here? Seriously? Yep, he and Terrence were classmates in college. He was aware that my sister worked for his company and was looking forward to meeting you. So imagine his surprise when he got here and saw that your seat was empty. Terrence was worried that it might have some negative repercussions on your career aspirations if you weren't here. So he decided he would drop the fact that you were 3 months late on rent in order to get you to come to the venue, and lo and behold, it worked like a charm. Why didn't he just tell us normally, through the mail or something? Why wait until today? How to put this? Let's just say it was a little bit of revenge for treating me and my husband like we're destitute when you and your husband are the ones 3 months behind on rent. You little... The truth is that Terrence really was dirt poor when he was young. His family went through some super hard times, but he didn't let that hold him back. He worked harder than anyone else in his class, all the way from grade school to university. And that hard work and dedication is what led to the lifestyle he has today. And all his experiences of struggling during his younger years make this wedding all the more enjoyable for him. You should have seen him. He was grinning from ear to ear the whole time with pride at what he'd accomplished. And it was also what ticked him off so much about the way you'd been talking about him since we started dating. Oh. For real, Katrina, what's your problem? What made you think he just worked odd jobs? Sure, I've never come out and explicitly stated this is what he does for a living, but still. You didn't even realize that he was the owner of your apartment building? Mind explaining that one to me? Well, I see him cleaning the entrance to the apartment building from time to time. Sweeping, mopping, that sort of thing. So, I don't know, I figured he just worked at the cleaning company that the apartment manager contracted with. And then I'd see him at the nearby convenience store in the middle of the day, too. He was always wearing super casual clothes, like sweatpants, sandals, hoodies. What was I supposed to think? He takes pride in his work, Katrina, something you obviously aren't familiar with. It's his building. He wants to make sure all the public spaces are spick and span. And as for going to the convenience store, it's not like he's attending a state dinner or anything. What's wrong with wearing casual clothes out on the town? Hey, don't tell me. The owner's room on the top floor. Is that his apartment? Is that where you're gonna live from now on? Yep. Seriously? I don't believe this. You really didn't know? How was I supposed to know? Didn't you see the return address on the wedding invitations we sent out? No one looks at the return address. I suppose we do have an exclusive elevator, so it's pretty likely that we wouldn't meet when coming and going. And since we work different hours, we'd obviously never meet on the way out the door in the morning or in the evening. But still, really? Kinda insane that you never noticed. It's not fair. It's not fair! Why do you get the sweet life? I quit my job. What? Why? Because it sucked, that's why. Ever since I found out that the CEO is friends with my brother-in-law, it felt like I was being watched all day. It felt super creepy, and I just started hating it there. Is that really why you quit? Well, that and the fact that my husband makes a ton of money. We can survive on just one income, so I thought I'd try my hand at doing the whole homemaker thing for a while. Ah, I see. I submitted my resignation yesterday, and once I use up all of my days of paid leave, I'm officially done for good. Being a housewife is going to be so much fun. I think I might call a door-to-door nail artist to give me a manicure. If you've got money to get your nails done, how's about you pay your rent? You know, the rent that you're 3 months late on? Oh, that's not my responsibility. Talk to my husband about the rent. He's the one whose name is on the lease, so I think he just made a mistake when he filled out the automatic payment thingy with the bank. I bet that'll get taken care of in no time. Yeah? Well, for your sake, I hope you're right. My husband got fired. Uh-oh. Yeah, it all happened like 6 months ago. Did you hear why he got fired? Yeah, apparently he made a mistake that cost the company a contract worth millions of dollars. And the company was apparently making a huge bet on getting that contract, so a bunch of investment went completely to waste. I guess it wasn't the kind of goof that can be punished with just a transfer or docking his pay. And that's the reason why we haven't been paying the rent for the last few months. When I checked our bank account balance, it was practically empty. All our savings are gone. Oh, so that's what happened. Well, that makes our decision on what to do next much easier. We'll begin the process of terminating your lease immediately. Oh no! You'll receive a formal notice in the mail within the next few days. Also, as per the terms of the contract, the 3 months' rent you owe will be billed to your co-signer in the event you're unable to pay. So I suggest you contact them as soon as possible to let them know. No! You can't do that! Why do you think I texted you just now? I need your help, Megan! Sorry, Katrina. But this isn't personal, it's just business. Sister or not, as the owners of the apartment building, we have no choice but to take actions that are in the financial interest of the business. Please! We can't have the word getting out to our other tenants and potential new ones that we're lenient on late rent payments, so no. You won't be getting any special treatment. Terrence personally told me that. He did? This is the worst. My high-rise apartment, it's gone. Now I'm gonna have to live somewhere poor people live, like a regular apartment. Seeing as you're both unemployed now, even that might be a bit too optimistic. But my husband is working really hard to find a new job, and he's even doing some short-term jobs here and there for some extra cash. So, your husband is broke and working odd jobs, eh? Hey, just what is that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing, Katrina. Nothing at all. You're just a... Oh, why is this happening to me? Soon afterward, Katrina went groveling to the company she had just resigned from and begged them to take her back. However, she never was an employee in good standing, so they promptly turned her down. Her husband did get some money in severance from the company that fired him, but that was all used up already, and her final paycheck from her company was garnished to pay their late rent. Terrence worked swiftly to have them evicted from the apartment. As for where the newly homeless and newly unemployed couple moved to next, it seems that they moved into the employee housing for a company they were referred to by their co-signers, her husband's parents. The day they were evicted, a black-paneled van was waiting for them out in front of the building. They were encouraged to get on by several large men that got out of the van, and the van swiftly drove off toward the outskirts of town. My understanding is this company has a very successful employee training program, so hopefully the two of them will be whipped back into shape while they slowly chip away at the debt they now owe.
Hey, Sophia, are you there?
Hi, Ethan. How's everything going?
Oh, good.
How's the wedding prep? Everything going as planned?
Going smoothly. Tomorrow's the big day, and I'm really excited.
You must be thrilled.
Absolutely, I'm pumped. It'll be the best day of my life. A lot of important people are coming. Some really wealthy ones, too. I'm pretty hyped about it.
That's great. Genuinely happy for you.
Thanks, Sophia. You should be. I'm achieving something that was out of reach for you and Noah.
What do you mean?
Well, rubbing elbows with the elite, the richest of the rich. Doubt you and Noah ever thought about ever being able to do that.
Ethan, don't speak that way about your brother. It's not nice.
Anyway, that's not why I texted you. I wanted to ask if you have the gift money ready for tomorrow.
That's quite presumptuous of you. Like I told you before, we'll decide what to give. You can't decide for us what to get you as a wedding gift.
Well, actually I can, and I will. It's my special day after all, and I have preferences for wedding gifts. And let's not forget, I'm giving you all a courtesy invite. Do you get how big of a deal it is to come to my wedding and mingle with the wealthiest people in our community?
We're genuinely excited about your wedding. No need to make it sound like a favor.
Yeah, but you should know that by inviting you, I'm giving you a chance to meet some rich folks. I know they're probably way out of your league, but I bet you're excited to shake hands with those millionaires. Do you even realize the opportunity here?
Seriously? You really think that's why we're coming to your wedding? We just want to celebrate the happy occasion with you.
Look, I don't expect you to get it. You're married to a mechanic who spends all his time fixing rundown cars. And on top of that, Noah often comes home dirty and messy. He's like the total opposite of what being rich means.
Don't you dare talk about Noah that way. Noah's a qualified engineer. Let's not undermine his hard work. And if I'm not mistaken, he's the one who supported you through college. Remember?
Oh, come on. Are you trying to make me feel forever indebted? Let's be real, Sophia. There's not much you and Noah can offer at my really fancy wedding. That's why I'm asking for a big cash gift. The gift should fit the occasion, which is gonna be extravagant and lavish. Only the best food, best champagne, amazing entertainment, and most influential people, of course. Well, and you guys.
You're the absolute worst. I've often wondered how my husband's put up with you for so long.
Let's put that aside for now, Sophia. I don't have time for your petty talk. Just make sure you have the money ready for tomorrow, okay? And make sure it's a substantial amount, because, well, as I said, it's my wedding day, and you know I'm worth it.
You must be joking. What if we don't bring a cash gift?
That's probably the silliest question I've ever heard, and by the way, I'm not joking. In fact, I'm dead serious. You don't have a choice. You need to leave early to get to the bank on time. You should be glad that both you and my Baroque brother will even be at my lavish wedding. And make sure to wear something proper. You might want to get yourself a nice dress and suit and tie for Noah too. Don't embarrass me tomorrow. Are you ignoring my messages on purpose? Is that how broke people behave? Guess they do. You should talk to Sophia. What's wrong with her? She mentioned you both won't bring a gift to the wedding? You know, it's probably the most important day in my life, bro. Why is your wife being so difficult? Or are you really that broke?
You've upset her somehow. That's not what she meant. We'll definitely bring a gift.
Oh, okay. Thought so. Just make sure it's valued at $3,000. I might have asked for more, but I understand money is tight right now.
Yeah, we're on a tight budget. I invested a lot in my business recently. Tell you what, we'll bring $2,000 and give you the rest later.
Why not borrow the money right now? You know I'll need it. It's your younger brother's wedding after all. And besides, I'm only getting married once. You might as well make it count right away.
We'll try our best to make it happen.
You better. You know what? If you can't bring the full amount, maybe it's best not to come to the wedding at all. You'll regret it if you do. I have a ton of things to do.
Talk later.
Hey, are you there? Can we talk?
Hi, what's up, honey? You seem upset.
It's about your brother. Earlier today, we talked, and he kept pushing for his wedding gift. He just called me too and got pretty loud on the phone. demanding we bring this huge cash gift of $3,000? Has he lost his mind?
That's unfortunate. Can we go over this when I'm back from work?
Sure, but I need to let you know I'm canceling our plans for your brother's wedding.
Why would you do that?
I really don't see myself or you enjoying the celebration with the way Ethan's been acting about this elaborate wedding gift. Why do you put up with his self-centered behavior? He's always been rude, and lately, ungrateful too. I can't stand to be around him. It's unbearable.
Cut him some slack, will ya? He's my little brother and he's finally getting married. He had a rough upbringing, you know that.
Yeah, I know, but you've been through tough times too, and you're nothing like him. You've done so much for him to be successful in life, yet he doesn't seem to appreciate it at all.
Yeah, things worked out eventually, benefiting both him and me.
But that's not the point. He just needs to show you more respect. And it wouldn't hurt to be thankful too.
Let's just forgive him, honey. No need to boycott the wedding. It's his big day, so let him enjoy it and do whatever he wants.
You're being too soft on him.
Well, what can I do? He's my little brother after all. Don't take the things he says too personal. I'm sure he's just having pre-wedding stress.
If you say so.
Thank you, honey.
I love you.
Love you too.
Hey, Sophia, are you awake? Aren't you supposed to have a job and go to work? Why are you still in bed?
It's very early. It's 5 a.m.
You have a job, don't you? You should be on time to avoid the risk of losing your pathetic job. No one likes lazy employees.
I don't want to discuss this right now. What do you want, Ethan?
Did you forget? Today's my wedding day.
Of course not. How could I forget that? Happy wedding day.
That's why I'm asking. Do you have the gift money ready?
Really? Is that your main concern now at 5 in the morning? This is what you woke me up for?
Is it wrong to ask for a wedding gift on my wedding day? You're being difficult again. I had hoped Noah would talk some sense into you. Can you please be nice to me on my wedding day? I can't have any added stress today.
It's just that it feels like you keep asking for things. We already helped you out with a substantial amount of money. We paid for the venue and the catering. I can't remember the last time you made your brother happy or even said thank you for all he's done for you. Lately, all you do is criticize and undermine him. What's up with that? I really don't appreciate your behavior. Don't you ever get tired of acting like a spoiled brat?
Is this your way of avoiding giving me the money as a gift? There's no need for rudeness. My brother made a big mistake marrying you. I really don't know what he sees in you. You're so controlling, and on top of that, you're lazy too. If he wants to give me the money, I don't see why you're making a big deal out of it.
Well, I've had enough. Don't expect any gifts from us, cash or credit. You won't ever receive a single cent from us again. Believe me.
You must be joking. What does my brother think about this?
He's my husband. If I tell him not to give you any money, he won't.
You just made my point. You're always controlling him and his finances. So, this is the path you've chosen?
You've brought this on yourself. This conversation is over. I'm done with it.
I'm not finished.
Noah, darling, where are you? Please talk to me. Are you okay? Where are you?
I'm at a nearby bar, not far from our place. I needed some time to clear my mind after today's chaos.
Where have you been? Do you realize how worried I've been? I've been trying to call you.
I've never felt so humiliated. Your warnings about Ethan were ignored, and it's my fault. We paid the price.
Honey, I understand. I'm sorry for what happened with Ethan.
What hurt more was that he did it publicly in front of everyone. Many of the guests were my clients, and he made a mockery of me among them.
I know, honey. I felt embarrassed too. I can't believe he kicked us out of the wedding over some money.
How dare he insult me like that? If it wasn't for my help, his ego-driven business would have never succeeded. He crossed the line. If it had not been for the guests, I would have given him a piece of my mind, and maybe even more. I had no idea he harbored such strong feelings of hatred towards me. He's my brother, you know.
Honestly, he's the one missing out. Don't worry about him.
Maybe it's time I take your advice seriously. He doesn't feel like family anymore. Someone who'd do that and hold such profound hatred towards me doesn't deserve to be called my brother.
All right, if that's what you want, dear. Can you come home now, please? I'm worried about you.
Sure, but I'll finish my drink first.
No, please. Come back home. Okay, honey. See you in a bit. Love you.
Sophia, are you there? Please reply.
You have some nerve. What gives you the right to reach out after the embarrassment you caused yesterday?
Oh, come on. It almost seems like you intended to ruin my special day. All I wanted was to have an amazing wedding, but you had to go ahead and ruin it for me.
Brother? What are you talking about? Noah, my husband, doesn't have any siblings.
Well, wait a second. I need to talk to my brother. Where's Noah? He's not replying to my messages or taking my calls.
After yesterday's disaster, do you think this would end well? It's been building up for a while, and yesterday was the breaking point.
What are you on about now? Always being dramatic. Just connect me to him.
What are you talking about? You practically kicked us out. To think we were so excited to share this special day with you?
You're treating me like an outcast after what happened at the wedding. You're the ones who left.
What do you mean? Before you blabber on, be careful with your words. We didn't just leave. You insulted us, called us names, and forced us out. Let me remind you in detail what happened, because clearly you're suffering from memory loss, or you're actually that delusional. You came up to Noah and me all worked up, demanding the cash gift. I tried talking sense into you, telling you this day was for celebrating, not asking for stuff. But you were so full of yourself, acting all high and mighty, killing any joyous vibe we had. You were so loud with your big ego, poor Noah couldn't even calm things down. The tension escalated, and then you ridiculed us, belittled Noah's achievements, and dismissed our worth. Your exact words were,
Why didn't anyone say something earlier? The situation could have been avoided.
I'm glad we didn't. If we had told you before, you'd be pretending to be nice to us. But now, Noah got to see the real you. Your brother has always done his utmost best to make sure you'd be successful in life. He has sacrificed his own college education just so you could go, and he made many more sacrifices along the way just for your sake. The way you treated him yesterday was disrespectful and just cruel. It broke his heart. Shame on you. Now that he's not in your life anymore, you're in trouble.
This isn't fair.
That's your opinion on the matter. I have more important things to do than convince you. Goodbye, Ethan.
By the way, I want to apologize. Can you tell him? If he can forgive me, I'll be the brother he once knew, and I won't disgrace him again. Sophia, please respond. Sophia? Sophia, can you please just answer the phone? I'm in a real tight spot here. Please respond. If not, I might need to block you to stop your messages. I've been trying to reach my brother.
I see you're still on your high horse. Your brother? I don't know who you're talking about.
Don't play games. Your husband.
Seems like he's cut off contact with you. I was thinking of doing the same after your last message, but I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I'll do it now.
No, wait. Please, tell Noah to talk to me. I really need his help.
Why should he help you?
My business is falling apart, Sophia. His wealthy friends are leaving, and I need him to convince them to stay.
Why would he do that? You made it clear he made a mistake recommending you.
Please, it was my fault. If you don't help me, I'll lose everything. I just got married, and I can't afford to lose my income. Without these clients, I might go bankrupt.
Stay calm. I think you can handle this well all on your own. You've made your choices, Ethan, and now you have to deal with them.
So, both of you are cutting ties with me?
You cut us out first, remember? I'm just making sure it stays that way. This is my last message. Goodbye, Ethan.
Sophia, please, don't go. Can I at least talk to Noah? Do I have to beg? I can't take this. Let me talk to my brother, please.
It wasn't easy to move past this, but my husband suffered even more. It took him a while to recover from what Ethan had done. When Noah cut ties with Ethan, he meant it. We won't let him back in our lives. I'm glad he finally saw his brother's true nature, arrogant and self-absorbed.